Romans chapter 9, verse 3. For I could wish that myself were accused for my Shiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenant, and the giving of the law, and the service of Yahweh, and the promise. I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem HaKadosh, the Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Aki, pushing the word of sincerity and truth, and being faith-based, and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come? Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the R5D chip was the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord lifting up the hopeful like into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens. Rightfully so. Yeah. The question of the day: what is your nationality? All right. Okay. Let's ask the secretary. Let's see if they get the definition of nationality. Nationality mean.
Here's the definition of nationality: the status of belonging to a particular nation.
I guess that was clear. All right. Salaki. My computer's acting, my little phone's acting crazy. Anyway, that was clear. A particular belonging to a particular nation. All right, so that is your nationality. So you ask, that is the question of the day. What is your nationality? At work, a guy came up, he making a bunch of jokes, and he come to me, "What's up, black man?" So I ain't been at the job that long, but I kind of got offended, but I did it in a meaningful way. I told him, I said, "Listen, I ain't black, I'm brown." So he laughed, I laughed. So I said, "You brown too?" He said, "Yeah, you're right, my bad." So whatever. Yeah, what is your nationality? You see, the Yahweh Shah has gave everybody on the planet Earth a nationality. And that's knowing where you come from, who's your father's father's father. And for us, case in point, our records has been destroyed, as in documents and our as in fleshly wise, carnal wise, we've been destroyed as following who our father is. But the record itself is in the scriptures. All right? And this is when it becomes spiritual. All right? My point was 4, verse 4, so I just wanted to read, I just wanted to go up verse. So let me see what else in here. Fine. And it said right here, it says, for I could wish that myself was accused for my Shiach, for my brethren, right? My brethren, all right? Brothers, all right? All right, my kinsmen, all right? Kinsmen, all right? This is G4773. Sungrius, maybe that's right. The same kind related by blood. All right, so that's right there, clarified it. In a wither sense of the same nation. Okay, a, a fellow countryman. All right, in the word, wow, kinsman. Can't go around that. So, according to the flesh, see, we have been broken up as a nation, but we are still kinsmen. We are still countrymen. Even though um, we've been scattered abroad amongst the nation, and we look like other people in other nations, we are still according to the flesh, we are still kinsmen. But this is where it spiritually comes to narrow itself down, because now we have to how you say, deal with the spiritual and find ourselves through the scriptures. Not only us, the other nations too. This is what's making us. This is another thing that's making us kings and priests. The pieces of the puzzle have been scattered all over the place, and we put the pieces of the puzzle together. And at the end, this is the picture we get. This is what we're known as on one side, but this is what we truly are on one side. On one side, they call us Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The other side, the Lord calls us, Yahweh calls us Yahweh. Right? Ephraim, right? And Ashashaka. For some, if I didn't pronounce that right. All right. So our nationality is it's determined by our pedigree, and that's what's been broken up. But the Lord is bringing us back into remembrance, because that's one of the scriptures. Though you once knew this, oh, brought back in your remembrance. Though you once knew that one time we knew who we was, but this was a serious breakdown of to the very last, to the bottom compound, and now he building it back up as the days of old. And he's building through the bridge of David, because David had the whole nation under his jurisdiction at one time through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Moses had the whole nation under him at one time, and right now the gathering of the nation is coming under Yahushua, which speaks about that in Revelation chapter 7. For each tribe, 112,000. Each tribe will get 12,000. It will make the number of 144,000. And it's many. So each of those men is going to bring back the nation. Into its righteous righteous state, or righteous height, however you could put it, to be the best. Okay. So like the definition said, for kinsmen, in a willing sense of the same nation, a fellow countryman. So we are fellow countrymen to each other. If we acknowledge ourselves through the Spirit, that we bear witness to these scriptures, and how it absorbs, it connects right to us. There's one of the first steps of learning your nationality. Right? Learning your nation. We becoming fellow countrymen. You know? so let me see if I get a video. Preset. Let's see. Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, has Yahweh cast away his people? Yahweh forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. So this is Paul saying this, and he narrowed down his tribe, his pedigree. He narrowed down his nation, and he narrowed down his father. All right, and who he's under. He's a Benjamite. Benjamin. All right. Who he says he's an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. So when you look at this sign right here, you could say, okay, you could look at it and say, oh, I'm a Negro. So you look to the other side and it says Judah. I'm a Mexican. And you look to the other side, it says Issachar. So forth and so on. Verse 2. Romans chapter 11, verse 2. God has not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Wote ye not what the scriptures say to Elijah, how he maketh an intercession to God against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thine altars dig down thy altars, and I am left alone. They seek my life. This was another part of what helped destroy your nationality, because you was running down on the Lord's prophets. So the Lord took it out of your remembrance of who you was, or who you are, because you still are, you still is an Israelite, but he took it out of your mind. That was another thing that he did, for the disobedience. And we're making a full circle of learning our nationality, which this is so beautiful that what's happening. Because I say this to myself, I'm always saying this in my brain, I get around individuals and I be like, wow, this is really is spiritual. It's a spiritual. This is a great lesson though. It's a hurtful lesson. It's gonna hurt. It's a spanking. You think about it, you're like, wow, it's a spanking. It's a serious spanking, but it's wonderful, because now you know why. You know why why these things happen, and now you're learning how to conduct yourself through the things that's happening by learning your nationality, by learning by learning the laws again. It's like being spoon fed to be nourished, to be a spiritual adult in the flesh of whatever flesh we are, however we look. And if you are an Israelite, the Lord is going to pertain to you. It's going to pertain to you. It's going to resonate in your spirit. And it can't be dormant no more. It's gotta show forth. So, and that's what's happening. It's happening. It's really happening. Despite that people don't want it to happen, but it's happening. The Lord is separating us again. because he did that back then. Apostle Rowland went over that. How the scripture says that he gave everybody their inheritance. The inheritance is their land. But he gave us our land last. I forgot how that scripture. He quoted. He said that scripture in the thing. But this is what's happening now. We are getting ours back again, and we're gonna put everybody else. We're gonna put everybody in their land through the Spirit, and they're gonna be governed righteously. Not how this damn Edomite. Order for him to the so-called white man. Order for him to survive, he got to make sure you don't know who you are. That's based on his survival. If you know your nationality, you know why you're in this situation, and then the Lord the power is going to deal with you because he gave it back to you to know who you are and know why these things happen, and this is the enemy. You don't want to follow the enemy's ways. This is what got you in trouble. Every time we did some other follow other ways in the other nations, we got whooped. We got dealt with. This is why we're in the position we're in now. But now the Lord is giving this back to us. And that was just a thought right now. Alright, so moving on, Salakia. Learning my nationality, because that was a question I remember because it was asked. I was asked about it. I mean, when I was younger, what's your nationality? And not understanding words, you get caught up. But if you ask a smart person nowadays, it's just it happens to them too. Like, what's your nationality? You know your nationality? And they go, they don't know what it's so. That word is so simple, but it's spiritually is not simple, because you can ask somebody that, and if the Lord don't got them to understand it, the word it'll make them look stupid, because people don't know their nationality. That's how spiritual this is, because what the how you say, under the jurisdiction of the people you under, they don't want you to know it. They burnt the records. They did this. They did so much. I remember the apostle said that they was out teaching one time, and they had this sign up, whatever, and the guys jumped out the car. Some white people, so-called white people, who jumped out the car and said, "Hey, we spent thousands of dollars to keep you from knowing this." Something like that. They said, "How did y'all find out?" And then they jumped, like, he must have. That could have been really. That would have. That was really. That sounded dynamic. But imagine seeing that somebody jump out of the car and said, "We spent thousands of dollars, millions of." I don't know what the number was, but for you not to notice, and then jump back in the car and whatever, limousine, whatever. It was just, I was just thinking about that. But that's spiritual, because that's what they've done. That's their power. Their power lies in you not knowing your nationality. Right? All right, it says, Romans chapter 9, verse 3, For I could wish that myself were accused from my Shiach Yahushua, from my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites. Think of your nationality right there. I think I found this word in the scriptures 18 times. I believe that was a number. Who are Israelites? Who pertaineth to adoption, and the glory, and the covenant. That was given to that covenant was us. uh, and the covenant and the giving of the law. That's another key point because everybody wasn't given the law. I think that's Psalms 147 or 149. Right. Let's call. Let me see if I called it. Let me see if it'll pop up in my system. Um, Hold on. This might be in here. Yep, it's up in here. Right. He says, gotta get it. It says Psalms 147 verse 19. He showeth his words unto Jacob. All right, let's just go into this word Jacob real quick. All right, Jacob means Jacob, right? H3290, right? All right, and it says the son of Isaac, the grandson of Abraham, and the father of the 12 tribes. The father of the 12 patriarchs of Israel. Okay, his name. If you go through the scriptures, you find out your history, your national. You find out your history of your fathers. That's how you learn your nationality. It's not really a hard thing now, because men, the Lord has given men these documents, and it just been, how you say, dormant, broken down. He broke down the nation because of our disobedience. It scattered us amongst other nations because of our disobedience. We want to learn their ways, so you go be amongst them. Can you imagine the madness that we could have been doing amongst them? You know? Now we learned about nationality, and it's 2020, and we know motherfuckers, motherfuckers eating bats, pig, shrimps. Motherfucker eating a bat, rat. They got all these Chinese right. You woke up spiritually, right? The spiritual veil was taken off your head, and all you see is madness around you. This thing, this spiritual veil